students, how are you? I hope you are doing well. And the last class we had studied the second chapter in your English test. Second chapter, which is the second chapter? The second chapter is a memorable picnic. We have studied the first portion of the second chapter. And do you read the text? It is very important to read the text. Reading is very important. Then only you can get the vocabulary. Every day you read the text for 3 or 2 times. Every day you read the text. It is very important. Every day you read the text. And we have studied 4 paragraphs from the second chapter. I will remind you what we had studied in the first portion. It is the lesson about a picnic. We have already mentioned what is picnic and where we go for picnic and what are the things we brought with us when we go for picnic and all these things. And here in this chapter, some children are going for the picnic. Where did they went for the picnic? They went to the Millennium Park. Where did they went? They went to the Millennium Park. And which day was it? It was a Sunday, and they got permission from the elders, and they are very happy to get the permission, and they went to the Millennium Park. And who were the children? There are 5 children. Who are the 5 children? Yena, Susan, John, Aditya, and Tina. They were studying. They were studying in 3rd standard. And who accompanied them? Say the answer loudly. Who accompanied them? Some elder children, some older children accompanied them, and the older children were studying in 7th standard. And who were the children who accompanied the younger children? Chunky, Dimpy, Sarah, and Pradeep. They accompanied the younger children. What is the suggestion made by their parents? Their parents suggested that obey the elders and behave properly. At the picnic time or during the picnic time, the parents are in the assurance that they stayed at home, in the assurance that is the promise given by the children. The children promise their parents that they will obey the elders and they will be well behaved. They will be well behaved in the picnic time. And they went into the picnic center, that is the Millennium Park, and in the park they were very happy. The children were very happy in the park because what kind of a park was it? The Millennium Park was a huge one. What do you mean by huge? Huge means very big. Some parks are big, but here the Millennium Park is a very big one. Very big. Which is the one word for very big? Huge. H-U-G-E. Huge. Yesterday we have studied that very big is huge. It is a huge park and it looks like a green carpet. What is the specialty of the Millennium Park? It looks like a green carpet. That means there were so many lawns and meadows in the park. And what did the children saw in the park? They saw a lot of families were enjoying themselves in the park. A lot of families were in the park and they were enjoying themselves. What kind of a fun the children had in the park? They played so many games. They were in a festive mood. And which are the games they played in the park? They played hide and seek, then catch and Coco. They played hide and seek. Say the answer loudly. They played hide and seek, catch and Coco. And who brought the frisbee to the park? Say the answer loudly. Who brought the frisbee? Yes, Sarah brought the frisbee to the park. And they played so many games. What is frisbee? It is a plastic disc which is used to throw up in the air and catch before it fell on the ground. And they played a lot of games and enjoyed themselves. They had a lot of fun in the park. This much we have studied in the previous class, and let us go to the next paragraph. You take your test, page number 16, and listen to the first paragraph. I will read it for you. Listen to the first paragraph. Take your test. All of you take? Yes. When it was time for lunch, Anna laid out the tablecloth on the ground. They shared their tiffins. They had brought sandwiches, parathas, pickles, and some ladoos. Oh, what fun it is! The cool lemonade made by Sarah's mother was wonderful. Yes. Listen, let us explain the paragraph. When it was time for lunch, till morning to noon, from morning till noon, they played a lot of games and enjoyed a lot, and it is time for their lunch. It is their lunch time, and Anna laid out a tablecloth. Every day, every time we go for a picnic, we will bring with us what? A tablecloth. A tablecloth for having our lunch. Every time, whenever we went for a picnic, we will bring a tablecloth with us, and at the time of lunch or at the time of having any type of food, we have to lay down the tablecloth on the floor. We have here, Anna laid out the tablecloth on the ground. They shared their tiffins. Now it's time for their tiffin, and they shared their tiffins. They shared their tiffins. They had brought, which are the items they bring with them? They brought sandwiches, parathas, pickles, and some ladoos. Which are the items? Which are the items? Sandwiches. Which are the food items? Sandwiches. S-A-N-D-W-I-C-H-E-S. Listen here. Sandwiches. S-A-N-D-W-I-C-H-E-S. Sandwiches. Next item. Parathas. P-A-R-A-T-H-A-S. Parathas. P-A-R-A-T-H-A-S. Then, which is the next item? Pickles. P-I-C-K-L-E-S. Pickles. And ladoos. L-A-D-D-O-O-S. Yes, which are the food items they bring with them? They brought sandwiches, parathas, pickles, and ladoos. Which are the items? Name the items. They had brought sandwiches, parathas, pickles, and ladoos. And what did they do? At the time of lunch, they sit together and on the tablecloth. They sit together on the tablecloth and shared their tiffins. They shared their tiffins. They brought sandwiches. Say the answer loudly. Sandwiches, parathas, ladoos, pickles, and oh, what fun it is! They had a lot of fun time, and they shared their tiffins. It is sharing tiffin is a good thing. At the time of picnic or some holidays, we share all the items, and in classrooms it is not possible to sit roundly and sharing the tiffin items. It is not possible. But when a picnic time, at a picnic time, it is very enjoyable moment. It is a very enjoyable moment. These children enjoyed a lot. Oh, what fun it is. The cool lemonade made by Sarah's mother was wonderful. What did Sarah's mother give? She gave cool lemonade for all the children. What did Sarah's mother prepared? Sarah's mother prepared and gave cool lemonade. It was so wonderful. The children like it very most. The children like it. Mostly the children like it very much. Soon it was the time to leave. After lunch, they played so many other games, and they visited each nook and corner of the park. Nook and corner means at every places they visited, and they spent some time there. And at the time of evening, it was time to leave. Leave means go to their houses, to return to their houses. Soon it was time to leave. It had been such a perfect day for them. It is such a perfect day. They enjoyed a lot, and all the children became very happy. All the children became very happy. Let us move on to the next session. Let us leave now, said Dimpy to all. Dimpy is an elder child, elder girl, and she said, let us leave now. It is time to leave, and let us collect all the peels of fruits and put them in the dustbin there. They brought so many fruits with them to have at the interval time, and they had it, and they put the peels here and there. They put the peels here and there, peels of fruits. And Dimpy said to the other children, let us gather all the peels here, lying here, and put them in the dustbin. It is a good habit, and don't put waste here and there around us. And whenever you peel a fruit, you put the peel inside a dustbin. It is a good habit. Don't throw waste here and there. It is a good habit, and you learn or you obey these good habits, or you practice these good habits in your daily life. It is a very good thing. And here Dimpy says to the other children, you children, please come and gather these, or gather means collect these peels of fruits and put it in the dustbin there. Mummy told me not to leave the place littered, said Aditya. Aditya told the children. Then on hearing Dimpy's comment, Aditya said that my mummy told me don't make the place dirty and messy. Don't leave the place dirty and messy. Littered means scattering here and there. Don't make the place messy. Keep it tidy and neatness should be rule over. Neatness should be practiced in everywhere. Mummy told me. Who said these sentences to him? Aditya said to other children. Mummy told me not to make the place messy. We have a lot of water left in your bottles. Let us pour the water on the ground for the plants, said Pradeep. What did Pradeep say? Then Pradeep make a comment that we have already brought so much water with us, and some water is left in or some water is remaining in our bottles. Let us pour the water. Pour. P-O-U-R. P-O-U-R. Pour. Let us pour the water. Let us litter the water to the plants here. Don't pour the water here on the ground and on the footpath. Let us pour the water on the plants. Let us pour the water for the plants. And said Pradeep, I shall make crumbs of the remaining food and leave it for the ants and birds near the tree trunk, said Tina. They can feed on it. Ants work so hard. Listen to the text. I shall make crumbs of the remaining food and leave it for the ants and birds near that tree trunk. What did I do with the remaining food items? Food crumbs. What is the meaning of food crumbs? The leftover small pieces of food items. Leftover small pieces of food items, bread or biscuit or something else. The small pieces that remains in the packet is called food crumbs. Remains here and there. When we have our biscuit or breads, some particles, some portions may fell into the ground or on our dress or on our towels and the tablecloth. That here Tina said that let us gather all the food crumbs and let us give it to the ants and birds near the tree trunk. Here there are some ants that will eat the food crumbs. Let us give it to them. Don't waste it. Let us give this to the ants and birds near the tree trunk. They can feed on it. They can have it. And ants work so hard. Tina said that ants work so hard to gather some food. So let us give the food crumbs to the ants and birds. I will read this portion one more time. You listen carefully to the text. Let us move now, said Dimpy to all. Let's collect all the peels of fruits and put them into the dustbin there. Mummy told me not to leave the place littered, said Aditya. We have a lot of water left in our water bottle. Let us pour the water on the ground for the plants, said Pradeep. I shall make crumbs of the remaining food and leave it for the ants and birds near the tree trunk. They can feed on it. Ants work so hard, said Tina. What did Tina say? Tina said, ants work so hard to gather some food. So don't waste the food crumbs. Let us give these food crumbs to the ants and birds. Where is it found? It is found near the tree trunk. It is found near the tree trunk. Do you understand this much? Yes. Now let us move on to the next paragraph. Come children, it is getting late. Let us go home, said Uncle John, their driver. They came to the park on a bus, and the bus has a driver, and that is Uncle John. They are calling the man Uncle John. John is the driver of the bus, and the driver came to the park and informed them or reminded them, it is so late, let us go fast. It is so late, let us go fast. And come children, it is getting late. The elder one, that is the elder children are there, younger children are there, and here the Uncle John came to them and reminded them. Remind means informed them, reminded them that it is so late, let us go home, it is getting dark. And the children collected their things and went past the old gardener. There, we all know that in a park or in a garden, there will be a gardener and so many watchmen are there. And here is a gardener, and the children, on hearing the suggestion of Uncle John, they packed all these things, they took all their belongings, and they are in a hurry to go back home. They are in a hurry to go back home, and they went past the old gardener. There was an old gardener standing there, and the children are going past the old gardener. They are going near the old gardener, and good evening, Malikaka, they said together. The children said together. They said in groups that what did they say? Good evening, Malikaka, we are going to go home. We are going home. We are returning home. It is a beautiful garden. They remarked that, Malikaka, it is a beautiful garden and we are very happy here, and now it's time to go now. We are going. And Malikaka said with a smile. What did Malikaka do? He said with a smile. He smiled broadly. He smiled beautifully. He's an old man, and he smiled beautifully and said, God bless you children. What did Malikaka say? Malikaka said that, God bless you children. He is impressed by the behavior of the children. He is impressed by the behavior of the children, and he said in happiness, he said with a broad smile, he said that, God bless you children. I wish all children and people are well mannered and conscious of our hard work. That means the gardeners and watchmen work hard to maintain the park very cleanly, and in looking after all the plants and flowers, and they are doing a very good job. They are doing hard work to maintain the park very cleanly, and these children are well behaved, and they did not make the place dirty, and they are arranging, they are coming, and they are enjoying, they are making lot of fun, they are playing, and but they did not misbehave anywhere. They did not misbehave at one time. They are behaving properly, and the Malikaka, the gardener, get impressed by the behavior of these children. He get impressed by the behavior of these children, and he said, God bless you children. I wish all children and people were well mannered and conscious of our hard work. Like this one, he wished that, he wanted that all the children who came here and all the people should be well behaved like these children. He is commending these children. He is impressed by the behavior of these children. So he is commending, I wish all the children should be like you. All the children should be like you. And hard work, your behavior shows your fine upbringing. Upbringing means nurturing, looking after. That means you are you looked after well by your parents, and you are having good manners, and you are behaving properly, you are well behaved, and it is very good to see you. The children waved goodbye and climbed into their van. What did the children do? On hearing the remark of the gardener, they became very happy, and it is too late and it is time to go home, and they waved goodbye to the gardener. What did they do? They waved goodbye. Bye bye Malikaka. They said bye bye Malikaka. They waved goodbye to the gardener and they climbed on to their van. What did they do? With Uncle John, they climbed on their van. Who is the driver? Yes. Say the driver's name. Yes, Uncle John. The driver's name is Uncle John. John, and they are calling him Uncle, and they climbed on the van. The last sentence, they were very happy though tired. All the full day they were playing, they were laughing, they were making so much noise, and they were playing a lot, they played a lot, and thus they became tired. Although they were tired, they were very happy. Although they were tired, they were very happy. Susan and Aditya were already asleep by the time they reached home. They have a journey to home, and when they reached home, Susan and Aditya were asleep because they were small children. They were studying only in 3rd standard. They are around the age of 8 or 7, and they were asleep at the time of reaching home. They were asleep at the time of reaching home. Our chapter is over. Do you like this story? Yes. Do you interested to go to a picnic? Yes, this year, if God blesses and cure the coronavirus, let us go to a park and then we have a fun time. And you read the text carefully. You carefully read the text 4 or 5 times. Each word, pronounce each word and write the notes separately in it. You keep a separate book for English and write the notes neatly and carefully and send the notes to me in WhatsApp. In the next class, we will do the comprehensive work in the text, and I will read the whole text one more time for you. Or if you take page number 14, I will read the whole chapter. You please listen to the text, and today itself you read it 4 or 5 times, and this will help you to gather vocabulary. Then only you can speak English and talk English, and this will help you in your future. Okay, take a test and listen carefully. I will read it for you. It was a Sunday. All the children of the Gaggendeep Society were excited. The elders had given them permission to go to the Millennium Park for a picnic. Some older children were to accompany them. They had promised to behave themselves and obey them. Anna, Susan, John, Aditya and Tina were in the 3rd standard, and Chunky, Dimpy, Sarah and Pradeep were in the 7th standard. They, along with their domestic help, went to the park. The Millennium Park was a huge one. It was like a green carpet. The park was very well maintained. There were many families enjoying themselves. The children had a gallant time. They played hide and seek, catch and ho-ho. Sarah had brought a frisbee which they enjoyed throwing high into the air and then catching it before it fell to the ground. They all shouted in glee and their laughter filled the air. When it was time for lunch, Anna laid out the tablecloth on the ground. They shared their tiffins. They had brought sandwiches, parathas, pickles and some ladoos. Oh, what fun it is! The cool lemonade made by Sarah's mother was wonderful. Soon it was time to leave. It had been such a perfect day. Let's leave now, said Dimpy to all. Let's collect all the peels of fruits and put them into the dustbin there. Mummy told me not to leave the place littered, said Aditya. We have a lot of water left in our water bottles. Let's pour the water on the ground for the plants, said Pradeep. I shall make crumbs of the remaining food and leave it for the ants and birds near the tree trunk. They can feed on it. Ants work so hard, said Tina. Come children, it is getting late. Let us go home, said Uncle John, their driver. The children collected their things and went past the old gardener. Good evening, Malikaka, they said together. It's a beautiful garden. Malikaka said with a smile, God bless you children. I wish all children and people are well mannered and conscious of our hard work. Your behavior shows your fine upbringing. The children waved goodbye and climbed into their van. They were very happy, though tired. Susan and Aditya were already asleep by the time they reached home. I hope all enjoyed the story. It is a good story. You read it 4 or 5 times at home and be familiar with the words. Next chapter, we will do the comprehensive work in the text. Thank you. Let us continue in the next class.